As long as it's not on autoplay. Okay, everybody, I think we have our technical issue fixed today. Welcome to our team meeting. So I want to congratulate Preet and Bimal. So now they have their 100% commission.
Before that, victory wins. Tell me something good.
Oh, it's not. Anyway, do you want to tell me something good that happened within this month, start of the summer? Anyone want to share?
World Cup company.
World Cup.
World Cup company.
She's crazy. Anybody else?
Yeah, our first quarter was really good. The second quarter was dead. Zero transaction. But now we're picking up again. We have one listing that we had in contract yesterday. Especially we're representing buyer and seller, both of them on that one. The second one, hopefully they will accept the counter offer in the next day or two. And the third one, we will, actually, the third one also we have an offer we have negotiated. So, and then we won't have any listings. We have to work on more listings.
Anyone else notice the same thing, that things are picking up?
Hi, Claude. That interesting.
Yay. Anybody else notice the market changing a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm noticing the same thing. Like buyers are making moves now. Actually, within the last 3 weeks.
So seasonally, is summer kind of slow because of the
You can't predict.
vacation and,
You can't really have like a prediction of the time.
like statistically?
I mean, statistically, springtime is the hot time.
Springtime is hot.
Springtime is hot, right? But because the last couple of years has been kind of a roller coaster, just because everyone's very sensitive to the rate changes, sensitive to the news, everything that's happening. So it reacts to every news that comes out, and it could change by the week. Anybody else have anything to share before I move on to the next slide? No? Okay, so this one, you probably all had something in the email about DocuSign. That's going away on July 14th. We will appreciate it if you guys want to keep DocuSign. So DocuSign is moving away from KW into like corporate as a whole, right? But advisors are trying to negotiate on a better pricing for those of you that do want to keep your DocuSign. The current pricing right now that we're able to negotiate on is $128.70 for the whole year. But we need an interest list in order for us to get it down to even lower than that. So if any of you want to keep your DocuSign, please fill out the interest form by tomorrow if you really want to keep it. There is obviously a free alternative available, and that is Authentisign. And that is available to all of you for free if you're not attached to DocuSign. So this only really pertains to people that have to have DocuSign, have tons of files in there, running multiple deals at a time, and they just don't want to, risk making a change, right? But Authentisign works perfectly fine. It's free. So for those of you that's okay with it, I would just go with that option.
I have a question on the Authentisign with command. It's going to automatically, are we going to just automatically see it one day in there?
Authentisign within command?
Yeah, because right
Well-
now it's DocuSign within command.
No, DocuSign's moving.
I know it is.
yeah,
So is
but-
Authentisign going to automatically just show up one day?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to say the answer is yes, because Command is going to be being integrated with Lone Wolf. And by the way, Lone Wolf is going to be here to stay. CAR is giving us until the end of the year to switch to Lone Wolf. Command KW though is switching to Lone Wolf July 14th. So that part does give you guys some time to get used to, but don't just put Lone Wolf on the back burner until the very end. Okay, you want to get used to using that. because zip form is gonna go away by the end of the year.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Did you have a question? No, Pat.
Oh, well, I felt that Lone Wolf, zip forms was gonna be under Lone Wolf, yeah, until
Until the end of the,
Until-
yeah.
till the end of
It's
something.
for a whole year from
It's a whole year
July
away.
to July. Yeah,
Oh.
It's July 27th.
July 20, okay, cause I just got something from Carr that says the end of the year.
Oh, so now they're saying the
I
end
don't
of the
know.
year again?
Things keep changing, but either way, the point is that we're gonna have to move to Lone Wolf at some point, either at the end of the year or even next year, July is what we got before, and that's Carr, as a whole for everybody. KW is syncing with Lone Wolf starting mid-July, so it's best practice to kind of start that now and get used to it, so when Carr does take zip form away, you're not stuck trying to scrambling figure out a new system. The only thing right now that is going away for sure from KW is DocuSign, and that is on July 14th. And again, for those of you that want to keep it, fill out the interest form. We're trying to negotiate a pricing that's great for everybody. Again, right now it's only $128.70 for the whole year for those that want to keep it. Trying to get that down to $60.
Tina?
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about the backing up files?
Oh, so on your DocuSign right now, we are backing up through KPI Nation for all of
API.
APA Nation for all of your not your envelopes, for your rooms that's in DocuSign at this moment. There is no guarantee that when we switch to the new account, let's say you decide to keep DocuSign, it doesn't mean that everything that's in your current existing DocuSign account is going to transfer to the new one. So if you have, talk to Harshita, we do, and then we do have API Nation that can kind of download some of the stuff for you in the background. It is currently working right now to download everyone's
So we are
room.
trying to do backup at our end, but there is no guarantee. It's an auto backup. Agents should do their own, that's the advisable thing. And if somebody wants to have, I think, subscription from API for their personal use, we can have that conversation separately.
Yeah.
So we really need to keep 3 years, because that's historical documents for 3 years, right?
Which company keeps it?
The
anyway?
company
Oh, the
keeps.
company will be able to keep it.
Well,
So
we
they
have
will be able to.
anything that's in a room is going to be kept.
Okay,
It's only if you have things, people go on DocuSign and they just start
Oh,
doing,
okay.
And we've been getting mixed responses back from DocuSign as well. Like agents have personally reached out, market centers have reached out to DocuSign where they say that if it's in your DocuSign account, you can even still access it through the free one. However, KW as a whole have reached out to DocuSign, which gave them a different answer. So now we're just playing it safe because we have different answers that it is going away. And, those things in in that account might not be there. So it's better practice to just download it. But if you have anything that's in the rooms, in the DocuSign rooms, those are going to be automatically downloaded. That's already working on right now. Yeah. Does that make sense? Transact, we talked about it. We have more training available right now for Lone Wolf Transact.
that's today?
Today at 11.
Today at 11, but it's every
Right now.
Tuesday and every Friday. We're gonna keep on doing this.
It's going on right now?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna. This is an ongoing thing because it is here to stay.
Every Tuesday at 11.
Stephanie, is she here?
No, she's in,
Okay, so for co-branding information, talk to Stephanie. There's 10 buy down co-branding materials available with her. We have Command Mastermind on Wednesday, tomorrow, from 11 to 12, for those of you that wants to dive deeper into tech. And this is more of a mastermind session, so you guys will be talking about what is needed and actions that's being taken every time before you meet. Marketing workshops with email marketing with Raquel, Wednesday, July 1st, 1 to 1:30. We have 75 Thrive, the Momentum Project coming up. It's for 10 weeks. Again, all of this, you guys will get emails as well. This is more of just jotting your memory. Okay, now we're moving to the real stuff. So at our last meeting, I shared what I did to basically connect with people in a very non-intrusive way, which is sending them a very short message on Facebook DM, direct messaging, and LinkedIn direct messaging and texts asking for business. And I've gotten great results from that. It allowed me to reconnect with people continuously, and I've gotten tons of business out of it throughout the year since I started in 2021. Victoria actually started doing that as well, and I wanted to ask Victoria, how is that going for you?
It's going great. So I took 1 month of kind of trying to do that. Starting from June 1st, I start sending all beautiful direct messages through Facebook. So, and I actually DM'd to 170 people.
Okay.
Of course, when you did that, it was 21, 22, right? It was the moment when the people were like trying. It was COVID time, right?
It was COVID time. Now the message could change. My message was, interest rates are still low right now, but your message would change right now. The message right now, buyers are getting into homes at a lower rate. You have more buying power, which, this is a time to buy if you're ever thinking about buying. It would be something like that. You'll change it according to whatever that's catchy.
I mean, just your response maybe was slightly greater because it was the time when it was a bidding wars for houses.
Right.
That's why you got more response. So actually for 170 DMs, so I got kind of hard thank you or something. I will let you know, something about 80.
Okay.
So it's a 50%.
So you got
50%
okay.
yes, range. And I actually got into conversations speaking about real estate on the deeper level, something about 12. Yes, and from that 12, I got 5 actually calls. So we were speaking about real estate potential buying or selling the houses. So
Okay.
something. Yes, and I got from that 5 calls, I got 2 appointments. Unfortunately, I haven't signed no BRBC or listing agreement with none of them, but I'm looking to that.
It's been what, less than a month?
Yeah, less than a month.
It's not where you reach out all of a sudden people are buying and right away.
Mhm.
It's nurturing the relationship. You shared with me also during our Pass By Talks that one of the people that you reached out to got so excited that he is now advertising you and inviting you.
Yeah.
So
It
tell
was my
everybody
next
about
one.
that.
Yeah, I got 4 advocates who are really rooting for me and want me to succeed in my career. And they said, okay, Victoria, let's think what can we do, who I can reach, who I can talk about you. So actually, yes, I was invited to several, actually 2 events, just to talk to people. It was friendly event, just pizza time or whatever, and it was potential sellers, and I spoke to them. Maybe in the future they will hire me because they don't have anybody right now, any agents. Yes, and I can see that they are really trying to help me and me to succeed. And another thing I want to say that Facebook works for me much better than Instagram. I tried to do the same thing because I exhausted my followers on Facebook, and I tried to reach out on Instagram. It didn't work out
As much, right? Yeah.
not as much.
Yeah.
At
You
all.
still do it for all of them though. I have the same exact results. Facebook worked best for me. But
Yeah,
I think that's just a
Instagram-
demographic of,
Yeah, just different connection type with
Yeah.
people. So through Facebook, you still connected on the more personal level than than Instagram. It's more like commercial platform. I don't know. Yeah, and the people response was actually bad, and I didn't continue doing that.
Facebook Messenger also has a separate app. So when you send it, like I've done, like some of the deals that I've done through is strictly through the Facebook app, a Messenger app. I've called them, send them, like at the end, let's just say at the closing table where when people ask for my clients' phone numbers, I didn't know their phone numbers because I had called them through the Facebook. We FaceTime, or whatever, it's all through the app. It's just like a second line.
Yeah, Instagram, the message.
It doesn't always
is
show up.
Yeah, you have to know whose message might have popped up,
Mhm.
and then you have to go to that exact person. There's no place to just
directly,
go to message.
yeah. So that could be the reason why Facebook works better. But again, I had the same results. However, don't discount other platforms just because it's, you know, you might get one out of it, that's still worth it. How much time did you actually spend on sending those messages?
I would say 2 hours for 50 people. So if I send 170, can you do calculation? Like
270,
8
about
hours.
seven
8
hours?
Something 8 hours, yeah.
7 hours. So 7 hours, she got a lot of connections from it.
Mhm.
Out of that 80 that did heart and said, oh, when I think, you know, if I have somebody, I'll think of you, how did you continue that conversation?
So I said thank you so much for the response. I really appreciate if you do that. And if I have something really in common with people, I can ask a question. By the way, how you doing? As you recommended
Yeah.
to me, yes.
Yeah.
And I tried asking question. I said, are you in? So actually no. My next question: are you in World Cup?
Are you in
Soccer
World
World Cup? And I
Oh,
said,
World
yeah,
Cup.
we watch.
Oh, okay,
we're
okay.
in World Cup. So and then it might be endlessly continue for several weeks already with somebody I didn't know before.
Yeah.
How you
So,
doing? What's the game? What about this?
so a lot of our business is, again, it's not about getting into
Mhm.
contract right now. It's about creating that connection, having that relationship for the long term. So through this method, I've gotten connected with a lot of people, regardless if they said that, yes, I am on the market right now, or I know somebody. Even if they say no, I moved the conversation to, thank you, like what she said, and then, hey, how are you? It's been a long time. Or, you know, sometimes I just say straight up, I don't actually remember where I met you, but you're on my Facebook.
Yeah, why
Do
not,
you
right?
remember how we met? And then we start having that conversation. And some people, you know, they don't respond, but you'd be surprised that a lot of them do respond, and you spark an actual conversation and build a relationship moving forward for years to come. Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you.
So does anybody else, will anybody else be trying that next? Debbie,
Yeah.
you gonna try that next?
No, I have actually been putting it on the Facebook, and I actually have some conversations that are active going on.
Okay,
I had a buyer who called me yesterday about a listing that I posted on Facebook off market.
okay.
So, she and her sister wants to buy in San Jose, which I hardly know people in San Jose, right? So, I don't have any connections there, but my sister lives there, so I travel there often. So I think I can find her something, if not, then I'll collaborate with someone to find
Yeah,
something.
absolutely. And you're doing it just purely by posting. Just posting.
I'm getting messages and
Yep.
things, and that's how I also sold my Hayward listing,
Mm-hmm.
is through Facebook.
Is
When someone
on your
reached out.
profile or in like a community page?
I do both.
Okay.
It's on my reels,
Mm-hmm.
my posts, it's on my groups that I have, and then I also have a few other groups that I have joined on WhatsApp that people keep calling from there. So
Great.
there's a lot of momentum happening. We'll see when they close.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna keep,
Conversations
it'll
are
come.
happening.
It'll come. Conversation's
So,
happening. That's all we're
I just
asking for
wanted to
right
share
now.
that because it's a huge piece where I actually had someone call me yesterday who's wanting to fly from Texas to meet me tomorrow or day after from Facebook to, just collaborate together, and we can advertise for all the movers that are moving to Texas, so we'll see how that goes.
How many people do you have as Facebook friends?
No, over thousands.
Okay, so if you have 1,000, let's say, because I sent out about 800 something that when I first started, and then literally I went brain dead and I just copy and paste just their name. I didn't care if they responded or not responded, no big deal. If they blocked me, no big deal, kind of a thing.
I have 1.1, okay.
So if you had sent like a direct message, because now you're being more passive, right? People are still having conversations with you through your posts. If you send individual messages to them, and you could get 1,001, you could probably get that out of the way in a month, 50 a day, right? Do you think you'll get business out of that or more conversations out of that?
Yeah, so I'm working on hiring, a VA right now.
Mm-hmm.
For like $6 an hour or whatever it is these days, where I can dedicate that to her to do that for me. So yeah, that's in works.
And she mentioned VA. I started this because I hired a VA too, because us mentally sometimes will be our own mental block.
Yes,
We start looking at the person and say, oh, this person's not gonna wanna talk to me, and you know, or some relationship didn't work out really well in the past, and you start having this self-talk. So hiring a VA blocks all of that. You just say, here, this is the message, send it to everybody. If you don't have a VA, that's okay. Trade phones. Trade phones with a friend or, one of you guys with each other, because they don't have any connection to whoever you have. And you take their phones and you send the messages. You won't even notice when people don't respond to you because you weren't the one that sent it. You only respond to the ones that responded back.
Yeah, so the VA is gonna do messages for me on LinkedIn as well as Facebook.
Do all of them, yeah.
And
Do all of
I have quite a bit affluent clients on my LinkedIn, so that would be good.
LinkedIn and Facebook are both good. Okay, any questions on this? So let's talk, today's conversation is about buyer consultation. We're gonna mastermind around this a bit, because we get, doesn't matter if you've been in the industry for a long time or new to the business, we're all trying to get better at our consults. I wanna talk about what do you guys feel is important on a buyer consultation before, you've ever gone to anybody else's
Time frame. What's your time frame in purchasing?
time frame?
Oops. Well, that does count. Thank you.
Anyone else? What do you think is important on a buyer consultation? And I want you to put yourself in the buyers,
How much?
like you're the
How
buyer.
much do you think you can do it? Because they haven't talked to Linda yet.
Location, location, specificity.
I'll just put specs.
Picky.
Okay. What else is important?
Financial situation.
What did you say?
Financials.
Oh,
I would say buyer resources or have step-by-step buying process,
So
summary.
are these information that you want to know or the information that the buyer wants to know from you? Because the consultation is for them to pick you, right?
Right. Well.
So when you're interviewing agents, let's say you're not in the industry, you're interviewing agents, what are you looking for? Wait, what is this on? What was it? Buyer what?
Buyer resources or
Resources.
and buyer step-by-step buying process. Well, if it's a question, I would ask, what's the buying process?
Okay.
Did you have resources?
What is the deal
Resources.
breaker for you? What is the deal breaker for you?
Deal breakers. Sorry, my handwriting's not the best. Someone else says something.
Criteria, like how many bedrooms,
Yeah, that's the specs
so
right
that
here.
comes.
Yeah. What else are you looking for when you're hiring?
Experience,
What, elaborate on that a little bit?
what is, agent's experience, like, what is their background, and how can it help them give the best deal in the market?
Okay.
Are you working with another agent?
I'm gonna,
That is
No,
what
the,
you
uh,
with.
So this is, you are the buyer, and you are interviewing. And when you're sitting at that interview, what do you want to hear? Not what you as an agent want to tell them and convince them to choose you. What do you as the buyer want to know so that you could feel comfortable signing something at the very end?
How much are you going to charge? Or the fee, whatever.
Compensation.
Okay.
Like at the
Can I
top.
trust,
How many homes have you sold?
the agent, like, or he's or she is just gonna look out for her own benefits? Like, is trustworthiness, like,
Trustworthiness.
And your services.
communication.
Communication. If you have anything else, if you have all of these answered, do you think you will go?
Personality.
Okay, so out of all of this, which one realistically do you think is the number one piece?
Experience.
So does that mean, you think this one's the number one piece?
I feel
So-
like personality and experience, if you
Trust.
put,
It didn't
Trust.
go there.
You think personality and experience?
Trust,
Well,
trust me,
You said
trust.
showstopper. You said what's the showstopper? Oh, yeah. I think something else.
Oh, I'll.
Communication, so.
How much money do you have?
How much- That's still us as agents.
I
Communication.
had somebody ask me what,
So-
who I voted for.
When you guys, who owns a housing here?
Pardon?
And you guys, who owns a house? Did you guys buy it with an agent?
no.
Oh, yeah. Who bought with an agent? Muzna?
Yeah, I did.
How many, what's the experience of that agent?
12 plus,
12 plus?
yeah, more
Okay.
than that.
Did you know that up front? Is that the main reason you picked them?
The reason was because my friends bought from them.
Okay, so they're being, is it 12 months or 12 years?
No, 12, it's more than 12, 13 years of
12 to 12.
experience he had.
So you're looking experience by years. Do you know how many deals have they sold?
Actually, my experience was very different.
Uh-huh.
So we were very new and we just bought without thinking the house, so we didn't even do anything. We just went with that guy. We just saw the first house, we signed the deal. We didn't look anything.
So you technically wasn't going because he was experienced.
We just got because a friend was buying through him,
Mhm.
and we were not very sure that we are gonna. We were just shopping like that. That we just went to see the house, and we said, okay, can we put an offer? He said yes, and we put an offer, and we actually didn't ask who is he, what is he doing, what is the experience. And
You-
it was
So you
very
didn't,
casual.
yeah, so that was not actually a factor of you picking him.
Yes, the only reason was because our friend was going with him.
Okay.
Trust.
Trust. So you had the trust, so,
Yeah,
okay, so
kind
I'll
of
put a
like he
point of
already
trust.
helped them sold the house, 2-3 transaction he did with the friend, so we just went with it.
Who else bought a house?
We could not recall, we didn't ask how many years experience he had. But it was referred to us by our friend.
So
So
because of that, that's also trust.
He was, yeah, he was tax savvy. That was the recommendations.
But you don't know anything about his background, how many deals have he sold, how many,
We
nothing?
did not
Okay,
ask that.
Debbie?
I worked with 3 to 4 real estate agents before we purchased our home because we were looking at second homes.
Mm-hmm.
My experience overall was horrible with every single one of them. So we dumped them all
Mm-hmm.
and went directly with the builder.
Okay, all right. And why was the experience bad?
They were not thinking of what we were looking for. Okay, it was all about their commission.
Okay. So,
How can
so you
they
didn't
make-
trust them either, right?
It was all about the commission and what made the most commission for them,
Mhm.
and that's it.
I will put that under trust. You didn't trust them. You
After
thought they were looking
that,
out for
no,
themselves
I-
only.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were not working as a fiduciary for me, they were working for themselves.
Wow.
Yep.
Yes.
Rashid, I
And they
think-
were
oh.
big names,
They're big names. It didn't matter, right? So the experience really didn't matter.
40 years of being in the business, yep.
You went?
Hold on, Harshita, I'll come right back to you, sorry.
So our was simply trust, we're looking for home, but, want to go easy path first thing. So we talk to our friends and we reach out to the same agent. After that, we definitely went over the rest of the things, like the experience level, but first thing was trust. And because we felt like, oh, our friend has bought the home, everything worked fine for them, that trust was already built. So I feel that trust is number one.
Mhm.
Okay, we can search about the transaction that they had in the past and how successful that they were, like
Mhm.
the client's review or,
Is that what you did when you bought your house?
I think if I want to work with an agent, I will
Okay.
do that. helps a lot.
I'm just talking about your experience when you bought your
My
home.
experience. Okay, my experience was like that as well. I
So
had
you went
this-
online, you looked
Yes.
you
I
looked for
did so.
reviews.
I did so. Unfortunately, the agent that I chose didn't have too much transactions.
Okay.
She had a few, but the few transactions had 5 star, like good reviews.
Yeah. And so
But
that's
unfortunately, I had a problem with her.
Uh-huh.
That was the same thing that they said. I mean, she was looking for commission
Mhm.
and trying to, buy something for me for more efficiency for her, not match with
So-
my, needs.
what your needs are. It's all about her.
Yeah,
It's
you
all,
just,
it's all about them.
and the other thing that was so bad, he was aware about my saving account.
Mhm.
All the time was trying to buy something that I pay all this, all of my balance as a down payment. So she would be able to buy something, much easier.
Mhm.
Yeah, and unfortunately, and finally we couldn't do anything.
Okay, but this will fall under trust, as you didn't trust her to look
No.
out for your best
No,
interest.
I won't choose that.
Is it safe to say when clients are looking, all of these, yes, it matters, it's gonna be part of the conversation, but the number one piece that they care for is whether or not they can trust you. So, and many of you mentioned it's referral, you guys know the agent because a friend was purchasing it. What was the number one, lead gen? I know Stephen will answer, not for you to answer.
Sphere of influence.
Sphere of influence. And when you have a good experience with somebody and you have friends asking you, would you recommend people? It's the building trust. At the end of the day, all of this is important. The experience, to a certain degree, people talk about it. But if they don't trust you, regardless how many homes have you sold, they're not gonna pick you. And I've mentioned before, my very first client knew that I am a brand new agent and she chose me simply because I was a brand new agent. Because she know I will pour all my heart and soul into her and it's about her. And I've also heard from both Debbie and you guys all said that you didn't feel like your agent cared about you. So what do you think needs to go on the buyer consultation? Listening.
So I think one of the dialogues that helps me with strangers, I mean, we're not talking about people who already built the trust with, but with
Right.
strangers, is talking about what fiduciary duty means to me.
Mhm.
I actually bring out the agency disclosure and read through it
Mhm.
to talk about what it means to me, and I think that helps.
That's Silver Code page too. That Silver, the second
No,
page.
not the second page, the first page.
The second page is pretty interesting.
Oh,
too.
yeah, if you wanna, I mean, it's just, that's, yeah.
So many people ask, like, how do I do a buyer consultation? Like, what do you say on your buyer consultation? Mine's very simple. It's my focus on how do I focus their trust and ask them questions on what they need.
Yeah.
And then you tailor your answers and the conversation to what they tell you they need. If they don't care about step by step, because some people have already gone through the process before, going through this step is gonna turn them away. They're gonna be bored. If they're first time home buyers, they wanna know the step by step. So it's very tailored. There's no one size fits all. You have to go and really listen to what the client wants. It's really about asking them questions.
So how do you build the trust in the first meeting? How do you actually go about it?
So once you ask them questions, are you answering them the questions and giving them what they are looking for? I mean, that's how if you're not giving them the answers that they're looking for in terms of who you are, they really wanna know who you are. Like, are you gonna go around and, only care about commission? Is your focus only about fees? This is how much I'm gonna charge, but all that. Fees. Of course, you have to talk about it, right? But when to talk about that is important. And maybe some client, they only wanna know the fees.
Yeah.
And then you go to that directly. You just kinda have to match their personality.
I think one way to build trust, another way that I try to build trust, is by really focusing on listening and not telling, and just letting them tell their story and talk about what's in their heart and asking them why questions, like how is that important to you, and what does it mean, what would it look like if you achieved this, right?
Yep. Ask them, if they give you an answer for what they want, ask them why they want it.
Yeah.
Not just say, okay, they told me what I want, they want a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, end of story right there.
Right,
It does
right.
not end there. Why do they want a 3-bedroom?
Yeah.
What are their plans for the future? Why is it important that they want it in this area? Those are follow-up questions that you have to keep asking. That's how you build relationships and trust. Because if you just stop at, I only want to know, you want to buy in Fremont, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1.5 million. Okay, I already know everything about you. You don't know anything about them. That you're just took some order, like an order taker. There's no building trust there. Okay, so keep digging deeper and getting to know your client. Anyway, I wrote this out just so that, you guys can see what's important, but at the end of the day, it's really just the trust. It does not mean that none of these are important, because I would say personality ties in with the trust as well, right? It doesn't mean that you don't talk about these things, but these are all connected to trust. With that, I want to lead to, we're going to have a little fun moving forward. You guys all know about American Idol, right? American Idol, you sing, you compete. Right, I'm not gonna make you sing. Aziz is shaking his head. He's like, no. Can you sing? We're gonna do something kind of similar. It's called the Buyer Consult Idol. We're gonna do one person a week for 4 weeks. So we only need 4 volunteers. Okay, I wouldn't really call volunteers, contestants. Contestants, 4 contestants for this round, and we'll, if it does well, everybody likes it, we'll do more rounds in the future. So you will present your buyer consultation in front of everyone, and we're going to vote on it. We're going to vote on who, there'll be sections on points, on how well you know your information, did you dig deeper enough, but of course the scenario is going to be the same for every presenter, right? So the buyer scenario is going to be the same, so that doesn't change. Otherwise, some buyers is easier, some buyers harder, and we need 3 judges.
I'll be a judge.
Steve, anybody volunteer to be a judge? Steve can't be a judge because I'm counting on Steve to be a contestant, Steve. Abby, would you like to be a contestant?
I'm gonna be traveling.
Oh.
So part of the potential.
Okay, then you go on the next round. The next round is listing idol, okay?
Listing idol.
So this is buyer idol. We're focused on buyer consultations. Next round is gonna be listing idol. So just to give it a little preview. So we'll have a little sign up interest list in the front. And then I will say, because the first person that does it is going to be at a disadvantage of not knowing anything, they get a 1-point bump on all the categories. Okay? Fair? And this is open to everybody to sign up, but so for this round we just need 4. We already have Hans. That's all right, 1.
Yeah.
Steve, did you want to do it? You want to be part of the contestant? Anda?
What am I doing?
You're,
I am the agent, right?
You're
Not
the agent.
buyer?
You're not going to be the buyer.
Great, because that, yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to be there. Okay.
Totally wrong.
So Pat,
Sure.
Steve, did you want to be a judge or did you want to be a contestant?
Me?
Uh-huh.
I'll be a judge.
Okay, Steve is going to be the judge. Steven's going to be the judge.
So you have to be Steve to be a judge.
Oh, yeah.
Steve
Yeah.
Square.
Steve.
How many judges are you gonna have?
3.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we need another Steve. Any other?
I can be a judge.
Okay, Debbie would be a judge. We need another contestant, one more contestant.
This group.
Yeah. This is a great opportunity to put together your buyer consult.
Okay.
And then after the session, like after, when it's, voting time, when it's all done, there's gonna be a winner. We're gonna talk about what are the things that could have, adjusted for each one of them. But we talk about that at the very end.
Great idea.
We're gonna talk about that at the very end when the whole thing is over. So it's a 4-week thing.
So when do you start? I would like to, but I'll be traveling.
We're gonna work out this, it's gonna be next month.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be next month.
Oh, it's next.
Yeah.
In July.
In July. It's gonna be the same time as our team meeting time, but then instead of, it's gonna be every week.
I'll be traveling, sorry.
Ah,
Yeah, so I
I'm
think
out to New
we
York.
should give the dates.
Okay.
Every Tuesday we are planning to do
every Tuesday, starting in July,
7th July.
7th of July, that's our first one. And then, except for the 21st, because we're not here.
Yes.
Leadership is
Then
not
I'm
here.
okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm-
Then you're okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So Debbie's still in as the judge. We need one more.
Okay.
So the buyers are everyone?
No, we're gonna have one buyer. We haven't decided who's gonna be. Maybe it could be me, it could be somebody else, but it's gonna be the same scenario for everyone. So you're gonna present it the way that you wanna present it, how you wanna ask questions. All the viewers gonna have a sheet. They're gonna know the more details of the scenario, and then we're gonna go from there.
Tina, what is the benefit of doing that?
It's fun, it's a little contest, and we all practice, and we get to see what other people are doing and learn from it as well. So, I just thought it was a cute little fun
It's a great
idea.
New
Yeah.
new agents who
And-
want to practice.
And new agents want to practice, anybody, and if this round goes well, we're gonna keep on doing it, so it could be different people.
That's a good question, guys.
Who wants to do it? So I have 3, I just need one more.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, Muzna. So we have Hans, we have Anda, Hans, Muzna. Did you say Pat?
Yeah.
Pat.
Sure.
All right, this is our first list of contestants.
Not necessarily in that order, right? Not necessarily in
Okay, so you
I was
wanna,
hoping there'd be more.
One extra point and be the first one.
Pull them out of a hat.
I think the first round is gonna be, we'll have more, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
You can do it based on alphabetical order.
We could do it based on, just remember that if you're the first, you get a 1-point bump. The first person to go gets a 1-point bump. Okay, on all the categories, on the points.
They'll get the -1 because they have no clue what's going on.
Well, that's why they get the the bump, to cover that.
It's already getting competitive.
I know.
And one person is presenting one day, right? So
Yeah, so one person, one day, so if you're the last person, you technically have a whole month to prepare.
Oh, I thought it was all on the same day.
No, it would be too long, because the bio presentation could take,
This is on Tuesdays, right?
This is on Tuesdays.
Okay, good.
Tuesdays at the same time, 11 o'clock, our team
I
meeting
love it.
times,
I love it.
right? So
Well,
that
we
way,
have a team meeting twice a month.
So
so it's
the
gonna
off,
take
it'll
up,
be the off.
it would take up those two meeting times. So just those times I'll have a little announcement
Or maybe on the off week.
on the off, yeah. So either way, we're gonna have it.
Maybe 2 and 2 in this case, no?
It might take a little time, just because I wanna respect everyone's schedule, so that they have things to do during the day and not take up the whole day. Yeah. Yeah, but it'll be fun. Again, we're starting out with buyer, and then we'll have one session of just feedbacks, all right? And things that we can change, and you guys can all change yours. And then we'll set the time for the next buyer consult, maybe like next quarter or something like that. And then after the buyer idol, it's gonna be the listing idol, so just to give you guys a heads up. For those that want to be participating in that, this is a great time to put that together. Yes.
What's the prize for the winner?
I haven't thought about the price yet. Bragging rights. Bragging rights. But the price is that you're gonna get better at what you do, and
Yeah.
you're gonna close all your clients, and you're gonna get,
Those are great things.
yeah, all great things. But we'll talk more about pricing. Harshita and I are working. I just was really excited about this idea, so I
It's a
wanted to roll
great
it
idea.
out. But we'll think of some fun prizes to give out.
Everyone gets the judge then.
Well, we only have 3 judges,
sorry.
like official judges, only because I thought about having everybody vote, but then some people are coming on one day and some people are not, and I'm not gonna have the same amount of people voting, so the point system wouldn't work out that way. So everyone can come, to kind of watch, and you guys could jot down your notes for feedback, right? Because a lot of this is about the agents that's doing it, they're gonna get feedback, and they could better their craft. Okay? Couple of announcements is coming soon. We have Steve Pierce with the house on Snyder in Livermore, Yang on in San Jose, and Avi in Berkeley. I'll start with Steve. Do you want to tell everybody a little bit about the home?
Yeah, this is a really nice house. It's in the Grove in Livermore. The development was built by Shea Homes just south of downtown. It was built in 2008, 4-bedroom, 2-bath. We just agreed on the price last night. It'll be $1,549,000. It's a nice home, good condition, end of a cul-de-sac. Really an excellent location.
Yang's not here. Avi.
So this is a duplex, in Berkeley, great location, about a mile from UC Berkeley. This was a friend that I'd helped buy in 2019, and now helping him sell. By the way, that friend was a referral. Most of my folks are referrals that I've helped with their real estate needs. So that's what this is, and Mahi is helping me with this listing. So I would let Mahi talk about it a little bit more. Mahi, you want to talk?
Oh my God. So this is a duplex and 2 units. So each unit has 2 bedroom, 1 bath. It's in very good location, close to UC Berkeley and BART station.
Okay.
Is it furnished completely or is it a fix and
It's
offer?
rented out.
It's rented already. It's tenants are living.
How much is
They are leaving?
Yeah,
So
tenants are occupying. Yeah.
What
How
is
much
the
is the
rent?
rent? Yeah.
What's the rent? Now you got interest.
60K a year.
Sorry?
60K a year.
For both?
Total.
Okay.
But the tenants are leaving, right? I think,
No.
no, they're staying.
If they were leaving, this is not the price.
Oh, okay, got it.
It's occupied by tenants.
So they're staying?
They're staying, okay.
So there's always the option for cash for keys or eviction if it's an owner-occupied type scenario. There are rules that you need to know with Berkeley. So, but if it's just pure investment, then you're dealing with tenants that are already staying. Long-term tenants, they've always paid on time, so that's not an issue.
Can we do
60.
one-on-one
Sure.
lesson?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I made a mistake. I think I swapped your Newark with you and Mahi, and this one just sorry.
Oh.
Oh, okay, all right. If you guys have any questions about any of these properties, go to these agents for questions and maybe even work out a deal. It's not, homes that are just listed or is listed, here are the list of homes.
A lot of new listings.
That's on the market right now. If
Yeah,
you
we
guys
have
wanna
that
take a picture
at
of
the
it,
listing.
reach out to, the agents if you want to do open house opportunities, this is the time. Let's see. Stephen Beard, do you wanna talk about yours?
Yeah, this is a co-listing with an agent in the Oakland office. It's it was a flip, so it's a move-in condition, small little house up in Vallejo, about 650 square feet on a big lot. There's a lot of room for expansion. Move-in condition, very favorable price for up there.
Sounds good. And then Andan and Steve Pierce. You guys have one in Newark. By the way, I took my client to that one. It looks beautiful. You guys want to talk about that one?
We're on to go.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great house. The clients were very cooperative. They agreed to do this, basically a total renovation of the property. Shows very well. Anna had it open this last weekend. She had, I think 50 to 60 groups through. She had excellent turnout.
I have one
Offers are due tomorrow. She's got 3 disclosure packages out. Looks like she may maybe getting at least two offers on the property tomorrow.
Okay.
After 1 week or so.
So you guys have the deadline set for tomorrow?
Yeah, she set a deadline for tomorrow.
Okay.
Looks like probably 1 or 2 offers for sure at this point.
Avi, is it Mahi? Do you guys?
No.
No, this one's just Avi's.
Yeah, so I think on similar lines though, why didn't you show my listing? Anyhow, similar. Great open house, not quite fully renovated, but we got about 35 groups come through. We have set an offer date for next week.
For next week.
We have 9 disclosures out, but not 100% if there is like solid buyer that I think will make an offer this year. But 9 disclosure packets are out. The home was very well received.
That's great. Actually, I am showing yours this week.
Okay.
It did pop up. Same
Then-
client.
then hurry up.
Okay, let me see. Anybody else?
Radhika is the new one.
Radhika has one in Milpitas coming up. Oh, she's already listed.
Yeah, listed.
Yeah,
It's
listed.
listed.
And then Steve.
Yeah, Montgomery's a triplex in Hayward that I had it on the market last year, didn't sell. Brought it back on. It's in unincorporated Hayward, so that means it's not subject to Hayward's strict rent control. It's Alameda County basically follows AB 1482, so that's a little more favorable than Hayward rent control. It's fully rented, and all units are rented at market rent. At the asking price, cap rate's 5.27%. So
What's the market rent? What's the rent on this one?
the rents are, there's 2 2-1s that are at $23.50, and there's a 1-1 at $22.43. Two of the 3 are Section 8, but that means you know you're gonna get paid for Section 8.
And which one is this one, the Montgomery?
This is the Montgomery and Hayward.
Is
It's
this
just,
a duplex?
it's a triplex.
You have investors?
It's a triplex, it's just north of downtown Hayward. But I said, it's in the county, it's like, we're like 3 doors above the city-county line there. Yeah, so we're not in the city of Hayward, which is a real plus, because the city of Hayward has very strict rent control. So it's strictly AB 1482, as far as rent cap and just cause eviction.
Sounds like Debbie's writing all the things down. She's trying to make a deal happen. Yes, Aziz.
Yeah, do you mind if I just
Oh,
share?
absolutely.
I have a couple, I told you the other ones are basically in contract, so I have a couple new that we're working on. One is in Hayward. I just met with the owners yesterday. It's a huge lot, about 27,000 square foot lot, only 6,000 square foot building, and they have entitled for 16 units, senior living, and so it's basically ready to be built. It's entitled. So if you have any developer that you work with, investors, please send to me, and we can work something with them. And the other one's a medical building. Will probably be coming in the market in about 3-4 months, because they're going to completely fix this to all the inspections. For 100% occupied. It's in Orinda, so they'll be really good. It'll probably be between $3 to $5 million. We don't know exactly how much it's going to be. So those 2 investor opportunities, if you have somebody, let me know.
Where's the first one?
I'm sorry?
Where's the first one you
In
mentioned?
Hayward.
Hayward.
What street?
Tennyson.
Tennyson.
Anybody else have anything that's not on here that they want to share, buyer wants and needs?
Well, on the subject of lots, yeah, I still have the lot in the 7-acre lot in Lafayette. We lowered the price, it's now $1,299,000, and with that, the buyer still gets an assignment of a $300,000 restoration fund that they'll probably only have to spend less than half of that. There's just some dirt needs to be moved around and a drainage system restored. It'll leave the buyer probably with at least $150,000 of cash that they can use for, design plans, entitlement, and so forth. So a lot of your upfront soft costs will be paid. You'll be able to pay for it with that 300. So it's almost like you're getting a property for $1 million, and it's got 2 potential level home sites. And if someone wants to do any upslope construction, you could probably build more than 2 homes on it potentially. You got someone that knows how to do that, can get creative and so forth.
Anybody else have wants and needs or coming soon?
Do we have anybody who does schools here, like preschools?
I know someone.
I know someone too, but they're not with here with this company. They're with Intera.
Oh, you mean this,
Sales.
Sales. Oh, that would be a question for Aziz to to answer.
We don't have any, within our KW system, we don't have business brokers, but I work with other people, we just basically refer business part out to me.
Yeah, I usually refer to Robbie over at Intera, but I don't, I was thinking if anybody here knows.
No, we don't have E&O coverage, so we don't have.
This is a
we don't-
business opportunity purchase, right? Like not, they don't wanna buy the property and then run the business through it.
No,
Okay,
it's a business.
yeah, just wanna clarify, yeah.
Thank you.
They wanna buy a business or
We
sell.
want to buy a business.
Business opportunity purchase, yeah, okay. Anybody else have buyer wants and needs? Okay. Oh, there's more listed, sorry, for the list. Debbie! We have a lot of listings right now, sorry.
Well, this is still in the market. We had open house, this Saturday and Sunday, which was done by Victoria and, Melanie. We had few buyers walk by, but no offers yet.
Okay. What are the?
Still waiting on that.
Okay. Steve, I think this is the lots that you were talking, yeah. Okay.
We just discussed Silverwood and Lafayette, yeah, I still have the 3 on Morrison Canyon Road, but I do have an agent who's got a client interested in all 3, we're gonna show them to him on next Wednesday, yeah.
Prenumber Mall has one, do you know anything about that one?
I know it's a commercial.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Got it.
Columbine, I think there, some people came to that one in Livermore.
Uh-huh.
They were there when I went over to do the open house. They stayed an hour. And this was their second time coming, so, Ron,
Oh.
I'm really pushing for it because I don't wanna do that open house again.
Ah, okay.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
That's it for, and now we have just sold.
Oh,
Heyday.
we have one listing that we're missing in Newark.
Oh, yeah, which one?
The one that's mine in Newark on Portero.
Why don't you tell everybody about it? It's not on here. Yeah.
It's for 1.3, it's in Newark. It's under Preet's name, I think. Somehow it shows
Yeah,
up.
I know which one she's talking about, yeah.
So that one's still in the market. We haven't done any open house, but, there are tenants on there and it's for 1.3.
Okay.
So we're looking for buyers for that.
1.3 is the market value over there, so, yeah. All right. Closings. Anybody from Carl's team? Is John here?
No.
John's not here? Okay, Mattel, Prenumber Mall. I'm just gonna throw it to you, Dipti, to represent Prenumber Mall. So they had a closing. I am really bad at throwing.
Mine's going to the ground.
Rita and I closed a deal, and I am so bad. Huh? Okay, we'll go down the list. Oh, the reason why I was asking if you guys have any buyer wants and needs, Scott and I closed a deal off market, and it is because we talked about what our clients wanted. He had a client he was talking about, that the client didn't want to show. They were from like out of state, and there's a tenant in there. He was asking about what to do. I was like, oh, where is it? And he's like, oh, it's in Fremont. I have a buyer. And we closed that deal all cash.
Yeah, I know
So.
he was working on that one.
Yeah, so that's why we talk about it, because you never know how you're gonna make a deal happen. The seller didn't want to bother the tenant at all to do a bunch of showing to a lot of people, so it's about picking, he knew how I worked. It's about getting to know the agents and how they work. So he didn't want to go broadcast and have a bunch of people where they don't even know whether or not it's gonna work out, and then trouble the tenant and the seller. So it was just, we talked about the deal, without even going, and then once everything worked out, then the buyer went to see it, and then we signed on that day.
That's the
Super
same
easy.
situation in Newark that I have.
Yeah.
If anybody has a Newark.
Yeah, so talk about your deals. Talk about what your clients are looking for. You never know who has the deal that's gonna match your client, that's not on the market. I'll give this one to myself, because that's not here. Hans is not, okay. Ruchi! Yay!
Price is not correct, it's 1 1135.
Well, okay. I can download one. Hopefully get it. Yes! Jaideep closed a huge deal this month, $12 million in Blackhawk.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have any information how?
Huh?
How he managed that?
I had to check with him. It's his sphere, I believe. And he's not here because he's having a baby soon, so he's been very busy closing deals and taking care of the family. And his wife is a medical student, I believe, and she is living and stuff. So he's traveling back and forth just to take care of the family and closing deals. So when you guys talk about you guys don't have time, is really busy. Just saying. Mahi. Mahi. Yay. I'm getting better at this, guys. Thank you guys for coming to today's meeting. And I'm looking forward to our next one, which is the kickoff of the Buyer Idol. And it's either you guys volunteer to be the first one, or I would draw out of a hat.
I really